Hey everybody, Andrew at Microphonic Designs, welcoming you to the next installment of the October vlog series. It is currently Friday, October 15th, and it's been a few days since I filmed a vlog video. I think the last one was this past Monday when we went out to Lebanon High School to fix a whole bunch of issues and troubleshoot some stuff. Since then, over the last few days, I actually went back to Aledo on Wednesday to do a little bit more work, but not enough to warrant an entire video. And then yesterday, on Thursday, was supposed to be a first rehearsal with a new client, but that got canceled. It was a stadium rehearsal due to weather, and so we pushed that back to next week. And right now we are headed out to Lebanon Trail. We've got about a 3-hour rehearsal. I'm running a little bit behind getting there on time. I got stuck behind a school bus trying to get out of my neighborhood, and Apple Maps just seems to be terrible at providing accurate, like an accurate timeline on how long it'll take to get somewhere. But it's going to be a nice long rehearsal. We're starting out with percussion ensemble on the turf field, and then the rest of the band is going to come join us. And the goal for today, I think, is really just to spot check everything. It's pretty well dialed in. The Lebanon Trail Band has a real simple setup, real simple system, and their show has just a few soloists that come up to the sideline, and then they play into a VP88, which is a wired microphone, hardwired mic into the board. So all pretty controllable stuff. And I guess what I mean by that is it's easy to set up, it's easy to have consistency with, and I'm pleased with how this show has come together. So I'm going to take another 30 seconds to turn left at this light here on... Oh no, I'm at Preston. Oh crap. Alright, that's what I get for trying to film a video and drive. Oh my god, I took a wrong turn one block too early, and now I've been stuck at this light. But I'm going to take the next minute, I'm even more late, to get over to the school, and I'll see you guys there. Yeah, for the actual soloist moments, where it's just one of them up there, I can continue to tailor the EQ to that specific instrument. So like with the flute, I can crank the high-pass filter way up, and I think it helped a little bit. With noise, so nothing super pertinent or crazy, just again little refinements here and there as we go. So this is super weird. Channel 1, the input, is showing up here on the DCA layer, and it's not in the mixer. I don't know why that is. This is channel 1 showing up on the DCAs and like missing here. Super strange. So for this moment, I did the classic Seek and Destroy, just kind of did some sweeps with some pretty narrow Q bands, and took out some nasty frequencies from these woodwinds over there on that stage. Alright y'all, so we are back at the house, and I am joined with my baby boy Eli here in the home studio office, and we're going to take a quick look at the Lebanon Trail, basically the TF scenes and the settings in the board real fast. And I actually forgot to get a copy of the most recent changes we did, but this should still give a good idea of what we have going on over there at Lebanon Trail. And so you'll see we've got all of our marimbas down here in the bottom, or on the left rather. I've got those color-coded as green. I usually do vibraphones color-coded as purple, and then we've got the electronics in yellow, and then the VP88 in that pink color, and I just have those labeled as wind solo. And you'll notice that the panning is kind of weird. With the VP88, it gives us that stereo image, and based on where the students stand around that microphone, I didn't want, the kids on the right-hand side of the stage coming out exclusively of the side 2 speaker stack. That'd sound really weird in relation to where we see them playing on the field. So I wanted the panning to be sort of focused over to that left side where their stage is. And then of course we've got scenes throughout the entire show here. And it's just small changes. So if we go to the top of the show, you'll see that we have the wind solo mics come up, and we've got certain EQ settings here. Again, I just did the seek and destroy EQ method where I narrowed the Q down, raised the gain for that particular band, and then swept through the frequencies to find the ones that really jumped out, and I just dipped a couple of those out, and it helped make the signal and the sound a little bit more clear, and it really helps those woodwinds especially not be overly harsh in the mix or shrill. And then you'll see as we go through the show, you know, those settings will change. So this is the same channel, but the volume is down and the EQ is flat because we're not using it. Let's see if we can find another scene where they're up. Here we go. So G to H, you'll see, I think this is the saxophone solo. I wanted a little bit more body to the sax, and then right here, that just about 2.5 kilohertz was real honky, real nasally, so I brought that down a little bit. And remember, we're only pulling it down by maybe 5 decibels, and here we're only boosting by about 2.5 decibels, so not much, but just enough to help shape the tonality of the instrument coming through the speakers so that it's a little more pleasant to listen to through the system, because we certainly are hearing quite a bit of support come from their speakers in these moments, and that's why we have the gain so high on these 2 channels as well, is because we really wanted to pick up the nuance of those instruments. And then beyond that, you know, again, this just sort of speaks to the power of digital mixers. The Yamaha TF consoles in particular, I mean, it's just so incredible that I can save the entire board onto a thumb drive and then load it in here at home. And I'm really fortunate to have in my studio here the Raven MTI-2. It's basically a big touch screen from Slate Media Technologies. And basically that allows me to go in and actually touch screen control stuff as if I would on an actual TF console. So really powerful stuff. It's a lot of fun to be able to come in and fix stuff or change stuff here at home, recall scenes, save scenes. And in fact, what I did for this, for Lebanon Trail, this entire third movement here, I programmed all of these scenes here at home. And then when I went out to the school, that's where we actually went in and sort of refined where all of the volumes actually were. But I came home and created the infrastructure of those scenes here before I even went out, so that we didn't have to spend rehearsal time, you know, saving scenes and writing in the names and all that stuff. So it's just a really convenient way to pre-plan and kind of get ahead of the rehearsal time, so that we can spend those hours actually making meaningful changes instead of having to just do the tedious stuff here in the board. So thanks so much for joining me, y'all. I really appreciate the support. Baby Eli does as well. He is passed out right now. And it's just such a treat to share my adventure with you all. Big thanks to everyone who has subscribed. If you have not yet, I encourage you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I've got lots more content coming this month. And of course, drop a like, because that's the support is always so appreciated. So until next time, y'all, I will see you then.